Dear beautiful souls, much love, light, gratitude, and appreciation to all of you. Today's thoughts of the Pondering Muse are about change. To me, change means growth. Change means excitement. Change means new. Change, at first, starts with self. Then you lead by example. And when it starts with self, you cannot sit there and say for whatever time frame, whatever moments, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change that, I'm going to change this. And another fail action is changing for a week or two, maybe a month, and then going right back to the same pattern, because you haven't really changed. And we should take examples from these trees and other things that grow, because they constantly go through change. They let go of what no longer serves them to allow the new to come in, to blossom and bloom, and then go through that cycle again. They're forever changing, forever growing. And they don't stop and think about it and go, should I produce fruit today? No, man. They don't. They just do. They do because that's what they're guided to do. They're listening to the earth. They're listening to their surroundings, the elements. So today, I got the pleasure and honor to teach a couple of classes, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And the students that I met are amazing, and they're all there for a reason in my reality, to remind me of many, many, many things, and to show me what I've been talking about, as well as we should really start to listen and follow our children, more so with the ones being born in these recent years, and how we teach them. And education is so important. Nature, nurture, right there. Okay? The environment, how we're bringing them up, how's the households, what are we teaching in our quote-unquote education systems. Those things need to be rewritten, along with politics, but that's a whole other video there. We're talking about change, just simple forms of change. And in the beginning, change can be quote-unquote hard or feared, or, that sense of fear when you're about to change, because you're letting go of things that you used to do, that pattern, that comforts, but they were false comforts. And then once you apply that change and you incorporate that change and you are that change, you see how silly those other things were, or how insane those other things were, or how much harder it was before. But it isn't until we actually apply and do those change and be that change. Mad love to you, MJ. All to Love TV. Gorgeous vibe tribe. But she's a part of this Be the Change. She teaches online courses of how to be the change, which is brilliant. Mad props. Fist bump to you, sister. But actually leading by example. We cannot sit around anymore on our TVs, on our phones, videos, or in private rooms, or in bars, or restaurants, or wherever we meet, churches. We cannot just sit and talk about these problems, because they're not problems. These are obstacles or situations that we can change by doing. It's not enough to just say. It's not enough to just talk. You got to walk the walk. Which falls into the false things of some of these humans that we idolize, follow, get inspired by. Some of them are just not authentic. You know, in their world, they may think that they are doing something good, or ego-driven to where they feel that, if I'm helping somebody, it makes me a better person. No, you help someone because that's what you're going to do, because that's what you can do. I almost caught myself with the should word. What you can do, right? If you have it, give it. If somebody needs it more, give it. If somebody needs more care, give it. But do it with discernment and concern for your own self, because then you fall into that slippery slope of giving too much. You know, and having that awareness when you're not having that equal energy exchange. There's no value exchange. But being the change, there we were. I was like, where was I going with this? Changing things in our education. And how we interact with other humans. Because our children are learning off of our examples. And that's how we create this wave of change, this new world. You know, yeah, we can sit there and meditate and focus and send those energies out and quote unquote dream of the better world, but it isn't until we apply it, we do it ourselves, we show that it can be done. Not just by a temporary moments, but you live it, you be it. And I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly growing. Day to day, sometimes moment to moment. Today, I totally went and had a growth spurt. I didn't think I was going to be teaching. I ended up teaching art, math, social, social actions, healthcare, how to treat each other, to be kind, and some dancing and some singing. You know, because that's what Char does. That's what the elf does. And then I ran into an older, well, not older than me, but a gentleman. We'll call him a young man. And had a fantastic, beautiful conversation about society and how to be that change and applying that change. And this is where it started, that thought while I sat here and meditating, listening to the sounds of nature. And I know it was brought into my awareness for a reason. Because we agreed upon pretty much 99.9% of everything of how to be that change. And in the meantime, there was an 85-year-old man who sat there and pretty much just listened. And he didn't speak much English, if anything. I don't think he can speak English, but he can pick up and understand. And he picked up on our energies. And when I said, the only thing that we own on earth is our souls. We are renting these bodies. We are renting our things. And he popped up his head, he looked dead in the eyes, and he smiled. And I said, look, see, right there, that proves that we can speak the same language. It's a universal language of love and understanding, kind, compassion. They're not just words, they're actions. You know, too much we hide behind, oh, I love you. But meanwhile, in the mind, you're like, I don't care. A lot of people, without knowing, speak these things and they think different. But they don't realize that the energies that they're sending, it's what they think and they feel. It's not just what you say. What you say adds that little sprinkles on top of the icing. Or the ice cream with the pie a la mode. You know, because otherwise it's just ice cream or it's just pie. But when you put them together, you got a la mode, which is quite delicious. Anyway, so when we were talking and saying these beautiful words of understanding or understanding of humanity and where it is and where it was and where it can be, and in the now, like right now, where are we now? US versus Nepal. Very, very enlightening and interesting conversation. But I'm going to cut it short on that just because I can. Much love, light, gratitude, and appreciation to all of you. And thank you for being just you. It's when you think you hit the stop button, but you didn't.